Captain Devin here. I got my co-pilot Doogie with me. Today we're going to be taking off from Orlando, Florida, and we're going to be landing in Charleston, South Carolina. Okay. So
me no help.
he's going to do a lot of that throughout the flight today. Believe me. So I've already done my pre-flight checklist about 4 months ago, and I think it should still hold up. So I'm really just going to jump into this. We're trying to get to Charleston. We've fulfilled a contract, and I haven't even started it really because I'm supposed to take off and land. So
Hungry.
Doogie's hungry, Andy's sick. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the parking.
Bring.
I'm going to take the parking brake off.
Bring.
All right, so I'm going to disengage the parking brake. I think I just did it. I didn't hear anything, but you know what? We'll see what happens. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the throttle 100% on both engines. You got to do it or you're not going nowhere. That works. Okay, parking brake is still on. That's okay. That's why we do this. Let me try. Parking brake is off. I heard it. I saw the things move. So already off to a slightly rough start, but I can't take that. We got to get this thing up in the air. Okay, we are, all right, swerving a little bit. Now, this part, a lot of pilot, everyone does things differently. I prefer to yank, okay. We're okay. I was going to say, I prefer to yank on the yokes aggressively, really aggressive, just to make sure this thing gets up in the air safely. Now, we're at a pretty safe altitude. This is going to be a major distraction on this flight. I can already tell. But I do feel like we're at a safe altitude to go ahead and bring up the landing gear. So if I remember how to do that, I'm going to go ahead and try something. Landing gear's coming up. This is great. We're off to a wonderful start. The bird that we're in, the old Cessna Citation CJ4, I mean, you talk about a well-built aircraft from the ground up. I'm boring Doogie clearly with my yammering about the aircraft, but I think it's pretty good. All right. I mean, we're doing pretty good. One thing I do want to bring up is my flaps. There's no need to have those on. So go ahead and, okay. Doing pretty good. No need to rush this flight. We got to get there safe. And, I've won so many awards for safety in the past.
La la la, la la la, la 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 la.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of ignore him for a little bit because when you're birding or flying a plane, flying a bird, I call it birding sometimes. You can't let any of this outside noise distract you, and I feel like he wants me to crash a lot because I'm trying to concentrate. I don't even know if anyone's on board, but God forbid there is. I don't want to be responsible for all these deaths. And I mean, what if we crash in a populated area? I mean,
Boring.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm yammering, clearly. I'm boring Doogie. This is not the job to have if you get bored easily. I gotta say it. Now, the flight path, pretty straightforward. It's a northeast, north trajectory. That's what we're doing. And, I could call the tower and see what orientation the runway is or know it. But, son of a... Okay.
Okay, me up.
Big up, sure. But basically what I was getting at is you see all this technologies in front of me. A lot of technologies behind me as well. None of these things tell me where I'm at in relation to the Earth or what ways runways are. So, I've been flying for who knows how long time. And I just, no pun intended, I just wing it. I have to look at the runway, typically do 1 or 2 passes. And I would say most of the time Well, we're about 10 minutes into the flight, and my co-pilot is going to go ahead and take a siesta. He's no good. I'm sorry, I hate to say it already in the flight, but he's a son of a bitch, and I don't know. He's always been that way. I can get into, the backstory on Doogs in a bit, but it's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that right now. So, once again, to recap, especially while Doogatha is sleeping, to recap, we're going from Orlando, Florida. We're going to Charleston, South Carolina. And one thing I like to do on every flight is I like to look up natural predators from point A to point B. Wherever I'm taking off from, wherever I'm landing, what sort of critters are potentially trying to bring down the bird. Animals, they have a weird magnetic system where they can disrupt. A lot of plane crashes are caused by animal magnetics. Not a lot of people know that, but it's soon to be proven. And, the predators from Orlando to Charleston, you've got your gators. Okay, big whoop. You got your snakes. All right, been there, done that, seen them. I saw a couple on the list that kind of gave me some cause for concern. Almost makes me want to hug the shoreline a little bit to stay away from these things. Bobcats and river otters. When you think of man-eating beasts, river otters don't typically come up on the list, but apparently there's some mean little critters. And fingers crossed, I'm telling you, fingers and toes crossed, that we don't run into any river otters, because I'm not prepared for that sort of nonsense. I couldn't even imagine, because, that must be a hell of a pack. It's not just one. There might be a couple hundred of those things swarming a plane crash. And, death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 river otter chomps. I've heard that term at least once. I've heard it once. I said it, but I did hear it. But my goodness, it does make me worry. Look at this. Look at this beautiful countryside. What a planet. Magnificent, really. There's a city to our left. There's ocean to our right. Some past all that land, obviously. You go far enough, you'll find it. But this is God's country out here. I don't care who you are. Let's call a spade a spade. This is just great stuff. Why I became a pilot. One of the reasons, at least. Okay, I'm having trouble maintaining toot. I'm keeping constant pressure to point the nose of the plane down. Our flaps are... Oh, I see the problem. You fly for this long, you find these things out. It's process of elimination. Why am I going up? Because my trim is at 18%. I'm telling you. Take it from a pilot, that ain't no good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that down to about 0. Okay. Now, that little maneuver, if I were to guess, we probably pulled about 9 to 15 G's in the cabin. That was kind of rough. Have a little bit of a headache after that, but I might need to see if there's any Pedialyte in the fridge back here, because that okay, I kind of I'm having a hard time making out what the buttons do in front of me now. But you got to persevere. There's potentially people on board who are counting on me. They don't know what's going on up in the cabin. They think pilot is calm, cool, and collected. I'll tell you what, it couldn't be any further from the truth. I'm a mess up here. And that's why we got the door. Right? Oh, it's like over here somewhere. But we got the door because if the pilots saw, or the passengers, if they saw what we're doing up in the cabin, I mean, they'd be jumping out. No question about it. And I've got the only parachute on board, and it's strapped to my back. So, good luck. Hope you land that dive. Hope you nail it. Because, we're 13,000 feet up. A belly flop, I'm going to go ahead and guess, would probably be pretty catastrophic at this height. Once again, the countryside. Beautiful. I've made this flight so many times, I can't even tell you. But every time I do it, it really does just get more and more beautiful. God dang. And doing it in the day, clear skies too. I'm not expecting any turbulence whatsoever. If we have any, I don't quite know how I'm going to tackle that issue. For as long as I've been flying, I have really encountered almost no turbulence, which is odd. Because, pretty much anyone who's flown has dealt with it. But, hell, I'm flying the dang thing. It's probably these air ride seats. Maybe I just don't feel it. And that might be it, actually. It balances. There's a gyroscopic imbalancer in the seat. Oh. Clear skies. This bird, fresh out of the shop. I mean, geez, the list of work that got done on this puppy. I'd love to go through it all, but my goodness. I'd already put Doogie to sleep. I know I wasn't even going into the bird problems, but, we're talking a major list. I also got dizzy when they showed me, though. I think I might need to go in, because I seem to get dizzy a lot. I can't tell the higher-ups, because, they'll ground me. They'll ground a pilot if you show any sort of weakness. So I've decided to kind of keep all that nonsense to myself. Wow. I appreciate the beauty, but also in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about those predators. I'm thinking about the river otters. And the bobcats. You don't want to tussle with either. I wouldn't even be able to pick one. Bobcats, my goodness, the paws on those things. I couldn't imagine those mitts smacking you. I don't think they're very big, but they might travel in packs of 3,000-4,000. I don't know. So, this bird, the Cessna Citation CJ4, hell of an aircraft. You talk about luxury. It's quite the honor to fly a bird like this. It's smooth flying. Wow, look at this. You would think that this is the 7th, 8th time I've flown. Not even close. I don't even want to guess how many times I've flown, but I just get amazed, seeing the world from this perspective. It is something. It really is. I can't explain it any better don't have the best vocab. You know, my strength is flying and thinking on my feet. And Doogie, Jesus Christ, I don't know. He's a dunce. He's a burnout. You know, little backstory on Doog, real quick, if I may. Well, we've got the time. That's all we got up here is time. And I'm going to lower the airspeed because I think we are going a touch too fast. When I say lower the airspeed, I'm lowering the throttle. And so that does lower my airspeed. So Doogie, a little bit of backstory on the fella. He used to be a pilot. And not just any pilot. He was the pilot, right? I mean, coast to coast, people talked about Doogs. From St. Louis to Kansas City, people talked about Doogie. They're like, this guy Doogs. I hear about this guy Doogs. You know, he seems like a great guy. I mean, he's a phenomenal pilot. He gets out of these sticky situations, and it's like he has some sort of healing powers, too. I just want to look at him. And so Doogie, he was at the top of the mountain, right? Top pilot is what we call it. And you can't go up any further. So he fell from the top of he fell real hard, and he lost his family, lost his job, he lost his house. And I don't even want to say what he did because it's so gross. Disgust a bug, indeed. And so, you know, I go off on a small tangent here. I was at my buddy's farm, and I was chit-chatting with one of his goats, bending his ear, because I was like, this goat looks like he's needs a talking to. And so I'm talking to this Billy goat, right? And I told the goat in confidence, because he seemed like a trustworthy guy, told the goat what Doogie did to lose his job. The goat vomited. He threw up everywhere. And so if it makes a billy goat puke, what the hell is it going to do to a human body? I'm not even going to take a guess at that. And so I hear that Doogie is down in the dumps. We're going over open water too. A little worried. Now we've gone from river otters to ocean sharks. But I'm going to get back to the story. So I hear Doogie is down in the dumps. I hear he's on a bender. He's in a horrible place mentally and physically. He lost his apartment, and he was in a real seedy part of town in a nasty apartment. Real bad place. You don't want to, be caught at night in this kind of neighborhood. Real tough characters walking around. And so I visited him during the day. Wasn't about to go there at night, get my ass kicked. And so I go there during the day, and I go up to his apartment, and I knock on the door, and with each knock, the door opened a little bit. You know, knock, creaks open, knock, creaks open. It's a little studio apartment, and he was in the center of the apartment, kind of wrapped in a bundle of blankets, and clearly had not used a conventional toilet in what looked like weeks, maybe longer, I don't know. But it's like every container, every bottle, blanket just had mess all over it. A human mess. Real gross shit. And so I go there, like I said, I knock, I enter, and Doogie's curled up in one of the mess blankets, which, oh my God. I start walking over to him. I'm plugging my nose just to keep myself, just thinking about it's making me a little woozy. And I walk over to him, and I say, Dukes. I'm like waking him up, like, hey. And he like slowly turns at me. One eye had been crusted open, and the other one was crusted shut. And the open one was like stuck open, so it was just shit all over. I mean, the dryness was gross. And he was saying something. I couldn't even hear him because I was plugging my nose so hard I couldn't even hear. And I may have plugged my ears as well. It was so gross in there. And so I lean over and I say, what happened, Dukes? You were the best. Get yourself out of this rut. And Dukes said, really? Why would I come back? No one cares about me. And I said, that's not true. I'm here. I care about you, buddy. I'd walk over coals for you. Which, that is true. I would walk over coals for the guy. We're talking room temperature coals, though. I mean, you buy them at the store in a bag, you toss them on the ground. Sure, I'd walk over room temperature coals. They couldn't be hot. And I wouldn't, I'd wear shoes. I wouldn't do it barefoot just in case I had some sort of open wound on my foot. So yeah, I'd walk over coals with shoes, and I wouldn't want to do like a half marathon, just a couple steps. I don't want to roll an ankle. That's how I control the rudders, That's affecting my job. So that's kind of besides the point. I left all that out. So I wasn't lying. I would walk over coals, but I'm just trying to get the guy out of bed. And I could tell that meant a lot to him. Once again, couldn't hear a word the guy was saying. I didn't really want to hear anything. Just wanted to get that out and kind of just leave. And so that happened. I could tell in his, it meant a lot to him. So I said, come on down to the captain's lounge at the office. We'll talk about getting your job back. And at some point, I forget when, he made it down there. I spoke out of term because I had no authority to get him his job back. I was a co-pilot then. And he got moved around to different positions, and they said the only way he'll be in an airplane is if he's your co-pilot. So, it's not really an uplifting story once I kind of once I say it all out loud. I don't think I have before. And it's just like the guy was living in his own shit. And I was trying to help, trying to be a good guy, and now he's sleeping. I don't know. He's just a turd. Now, that was a tangent. Indeed. I'm getting a little nervous, I'll tell you what. Now, it might be the most direct path going over this water. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm getting a little nervous of the sea creatures. I think I'd rather take my chances with the land creatures. I mean, in the water, come on. A human? Are you kidding? Chum in the water. That would be me. Beautiful, though, nonetheless. Frightening as well, if I'm being completely honest. Had a weird sort of visual there. Don't know what happened. Man. I mean, every time I fly over water, one thing I think about, I'm sure everyone's familiar with the term maritime law. So maritime law, pretty loose. You could chop someone up in the ocean and you're not going to get charged. And that's a guarantee. But you're grounded to the earth. You're touching the earth at that point. You're touching the water. I'll tell you what really gets you out of some sticky situations. It's called aerotime law. I'm not touching shit on this earth. I'm flying. And so you talk about getting away with murder. That's as far as I'm going to go with that statement. Aerotime law. Look it up. Try to convict me, okay? Bouncing from city to city. Good luck. Anyways, we are trying to make our way to the shoreline safely, of course. Now, wait a second. No. Okay. Thought I may have seen some cause for concern up ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and not think about that. Oh, excuse me one moment. Tower is calling me real quick. Yellow. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Captain, Devin, and Doogs. What do we got? Oh, another? Okay, well, you've already started. Well, for Pete's sake, I'm going to have to check in on that. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, TTYL. All right, little update. We had... Phone's in a strange spot, kind of a weird placement for my arm. We had an unruly passenger on board. This was a bad boy. He was not listening to any of our directions. He was causing a big old ruckus for the other passengers. So I just got word from crew that we have detained this guy. We've taken him to a certain part of the plane. And we like to do something called attitude adjustment. Okay? And the great thing about this bird, the old Cessna Citation CJ4, I've got all the custom mods in this thing, okay? I've got CCTV cameras on every corner of this thing. I can remotely just hit them. So what I'm going to do is, they've already started the attitude adjustment process. I'll tell you what, I'm just chomping at the bit to check in on this. So I'm going to go ahead and check in on the old attitude adjustment here. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. I mean, that would change my attitude. That's for damn sure. We were about ready to bend the airframe of the aircraft. I got a little distracted, little heated from seeing that detainee. But, you know, some people, it's like, you try to reason with them. It's like talking to a brick. And that's, you know, that's a plan B situation. You know, we don't jump to that. But we have the best crew on board, and they look like they're taking care of them just fine. We'll check in on that guy later. But, you know, this is not the place to play games. Don't play games on these flights. Everyone's scared, including myself. I'm probably more scared than any passenger, if I'm being honest. Because every flight, I think about critters and I think about crashing. And I'd get dizzy all the time. Not a good combo for a pilot, but hey, there's a shortage right now. They're cutting wages left and right, and I'm one of the few left. They say, Devin, we got to go from Orlando to Charleston. What are you going to charge? And I say, I don't know, $100. They said, done. So I don't make very, but I also don't even ask what anyone else charges. I always get the job. So I should probably look that up. Because this is a specialty trade. And I'm probably, I don't know. I think I'm underbidding these quite a bit, these flights. But whatever. Okay. Sorry, one more call. Got another ring. Yellow, CD and D. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Well, give me just a few seconds. I'm going to have to check in on that one. Okay. I don't care. That guy's an idiot. Okay. Okay. Crew. Word from the crew once again. Our unruly passenger. Attitude adjustment. Stage 1 didn't work. We're jumping to stage 5. He's a real problem child. And, I don't know. I'm not trying to be dramatic. But he's the juice is not worth the squeeze. This passenger has been given the opportunity. Let's check on him because I think this is going to be pretty interesting.
Bye, pinball!
Yeah. He's not going to be a problem any longer. Okay. Freaking, I mean, Doogie, come on. Whoa.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, you have to shake him awake. He's speaking in tongues. That's okay. As long as he's awake, as long as these eyes, these beautiful eyes are open. He's kind of dead-eyed, really. He's just... What?
Phew! Me no help.
You don't help. You don't say, you stupid asshole. Kind of regret waking him up now. I don't know. I try to help this guy, and he spits it in my face. Every time. Man, this is... Tell you what. This right here, this is so pretty. But...
Phew! Me no help.
yeah, we know. We know you don't help. I'm trying to...
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Oh, camcorder. I just gotta get a good look at that beach. Oh, holy... Dang it. This thing ain't working right.
Phew! Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm gonna get sick as hell with this guy sneezing all over the cabin. I'm trying to take some good shots. Wow. That is what I call a beach. I've seen a couple of them, at least a few. And he's screwing up my audio. That's gonna mess up my my home video I was making. It was gonna be nice and wholesome, but okay. Come on. It's a new camera. I haven't figured out all the kinks quite yet. I mean, my calculation, this flight's flying by. I would guess we're like 30 minutes away, which is crazy to think about. I don't. It shouldn't surprise me because I do this so often, but every time it does. Just got to get another carbonated water here. Got to stay hydrated up here, you know. I mean, we're at some altitude. We're gaining altitude pretty good. And, you know, you don't stay hydrated. That's a recipe for disaster. Ah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh boy, where are we? What's the status? Well, I say where are we? Of course, I don't know. You know what? Let me try to jumpstart something. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a battery in one of our got this module back here. It's like a CPM 2-13 module, and kind of been acting wonky. I'm gonna try to replace this real quick. You don't see a lot of pilots doing this on the. Got some shrubbery growing in here. Okay, sounds good. I think it took. Wow. Fantastic. Holy shit. Shoosh. I mean, what the heck? What the heck's going on in this bird? It's very easy to get distracted. You think it'd be tough. It's real simple. Let's go ahead and get everything under control. We were drifting a decent amount. We could have stalled the plane, which that's not good. Stalling the plane is actually a bad thing. Let's make sure we didn't mess anything up by that little maneuver. Just checking one of my instruments here. Jesus. Ripe. God dang. Whew. That was rough. Alright. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got some marshland. We got some ocean. We get. Okay, hold on. Hold on. No. I hope I didn't see what I think I just saw now. Oh. God. Okay. We have got an emergency situation. I'm not going to alert any of the passengers because this is serious stuff. I just saw a river otter communicating with a pack of bobcats. Looks like they were trying to bring this plane down. The plans, at least. The river otter had an eye patch, and they looked up at me right as I saw them. We're gonna gun it. We're gonna gun it over this area because I want to avoid these river otters. I think I'm more scared of them than the bobcats, to be honest. I don't like what I just saw. I surely don't. So these engines, against my better judgment, 100%. They're going 100%. And I think we'll be okay. This thing just got back from the shop, for Pete's sakes. You know what I mean? Okay, I do feel the airframe bending. But I gotta get past these river otters. I mean, those things ain't no joke. What the Okay. Okay. So we're getting some beeps. But I can deal with beeps. You know, I can deal with beeps. I can deal with blinking lights. Those don't bother me a whole lot. It's when we wait. Okay. For Pete's sake. I blacked out for just a moment. My God. Yeah, I'm trying to comprehend what just happened. I think I had some sort of manic episode. You know, the river otters, you can't think straight when they're trying to bring the plane down, especially when they're working with bobcats. I mean, that is a terrifying sight. Well, clearly something got damaged on the bird. I mean, this thing stinks to high heavens. It's real bad. It's real bad. Oh. Now, I gotta get my composure, collect myself here. Had a slight episode there. You know, it's the river otters. They're throwing off my concentration. Checking my pedals here. Everything looks good in the cabin. Besides this smoke that's still bellowing through, I'm almost positive that I did break something. I just don't know what. I mean, the bird right now is flying fine, but we'll find out. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I'm opening up here. If I'm being completely honest, the thought of the river otters and the bobcats teaming up truly are, I mean, it's one of the most, okay. Holy, oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay. I am sweating a lot. I mean, I've sweat in my life before, but this tops the list. Holy crap. Okay, I think I'm not done. I thought I was done. Oh, I did not drink enough Pedialyte for this. I promise you that. I don't know if you could drink enough Pedialyte in the world for something like this. Holy. Okay. The bird. I'm no longer able to control the bird. For Pete's sake, I gotta get this under control. These passengers are counting on me. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Son of a gun. This is not going well. The river otters are throwing off my concentration. Oh, for God's sakes. Why is this happening? Is it the otters? Fuck. Oh, Christ. Oh, I got water on my yolks. And I ain't kidding. Oh. Oh, Jesus. I think I stopped sweating because I ran out of liquid in my body. I mean, what an episode. We're swerving all over the place. Holy smokes. I don't like that one bit. It's okay. We'll get this bird under control. God. I don't know. I think I might have got some on my shirt. My pants were wet way before I started sweating for a completely different reason, but for Pete's sake, my shirt is soaked. Now I'm trying to get there in a hurry. Oh, Christ. I am woozy. I did not drink enough liquids. Holy. I'm still feeling the residual effects from the otter sweats. I can't even pinpoint what the sweats were caused by. But I'll tell you what, if I'm not mistaken, my pilot's uniform is absolutely soaked. I gotta get out of this thing. I have got to get out of this thing. Holy moly, it's kind of a mess up here in the cabin. I mean, sometimes you got to do this. You got to change your outfit on the fly. Oh, this is gross. I mean, I'm fighting through a lot of sweat here. I can't even find my buttons. Oh, man. Holy wet pants. That's... Okay, I gotta get out of this monkey suit. Just gonna pop this off real quick. All right. Whew, much better. Duke's still asleep, for God's sakes. Whew, that was close. It's nice to be in some casual clothes. Okay. Let's, Oh, there. You can't hear it. It's on vibrate. I got another phone call coming in, probably from the crew. Hello, Captain D&D. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? What channel? Oh, I'll turn it on. Yes, I love you too. Actually, stay on the line. Just stay. All right. So, one of my crew members said there's a news story that I need to check out. Said you got to turn it on. I'd be really interested in it. What the hell is this going to be about? Let's check it out.
An airline pilot from the United States, they say he was drunk in the cockpit. He'd already pulled away from the gate with a jet full of passengers.
That guy doesn't even look like me. What the hell are you talking about? I'm wearing a white shirt. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I love you too. Okay, bye. That, I don't know what the hell that was, to be honest. Don't know. Whew. Oh, I mean, we're swerving. I can't keep this thing straight. Okay. Looks like there's the captain's log has received a message from, let's see, we got it from Murph Inc. Murph Inc. Fantastic to have you in here on this flight. Let's see, what do you got to say? I'll cut your throat, gypsy fucker. Okay. Okay. What do I even say to that? I'm flying a bird. I can't be distracted by this. I can't even fly this thing. I'm saying I'm flying it. Not very well. Is autopilot on? I mean, I know our master caution's on, which that ain't no surprise. Where is our autopilot? It's on. Son of a bitch. That's been on the whole time. Ugh. Fantastic. Just fantastic. So, if I were to guess, I'd say the runway is actually coming up any time. Ooh, probably shouldn't push it. Probably shouldn't push. Oh my god, those river otter sweats are still getting me. I mean, I'm hurting. Oh. Okay, yeah. Palm Pilot. Wait. Where are we going? Where that... Wait. I don't know where our airport is. What is... Is it this? Oh, shh. I can't... I don't... How do you read this thing? I have... Did I pass it? Is that this? I didn't pass it. Wait. What is this over here? I can't read that. For Pete's sake, I can't read that. What do we got? I mean, holy cannoli. Starboard side. We should be seeing something. Oh. Georgetown Airport. Well, what the heck? Okay, we might be a little bit lost. No need to be concerned, everybody. This is pretty typical. I don't know what this is. What is this? I think we're getting close. I think these circles on my map, I think they're telling us we're right there. Wait, is that what's right in front of me? What is this? The Savannah Hilton? Shoot. Clearly, we're not there, right? I mean, this is one of those situations where we might just have to pick a runway somewhere. I don't know. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to keep flying this way, this direction, because I bet it's right in front of us. I've done this so many times that I should know this by now. But hey. Savannah International Airport. Well, that's not where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go to Charleston. Now, where is it? Is that it? There's no way. Wait a second. I see it. I see it. All right. We're kicking this thing up into high gear. I see it. It's right there. So we need to head. I apologize for anyone with motion sickness. I'm probably not making life very easy on you. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Just to cut, because I think I did, we probably should have been landing by now, if I'm being honest. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make a beeline to where I think we can catch a good line approaching the runway. That's what I'm going to do. And I know it looks like I'm swerving left and right. It's all calculated. This is pilot stuff, and you know, a lot of people won't get it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Me, cock.
Okay. I blacked out for a moment. I don't know what happened. We're back on track. We're good. Doogie's awake. Fantastic.
Me, no help.
He does not help one fucking bit. I agree. I couldn't agree more, Doogs. Dead stare. That's his version of a joke, and apparently I am the only one who does not find it funny. Fucking the guy.
No help.
He's this whole cabin is covered in snot. All my controls are covered in snot. Everything around me is covered in snot, and it's disgusting.
Beetle.
I don't know.
Beetle.
I gotta admit, thinking about Doogs and the river otters, I'm sitting there going, if we were to crash land and somehow survive the crash, I would undoubtedly use Doogie as a human meat shield. I would hold his body directly in front of mine. I'd probably try to barter with the otters, if I'm being honest. I'd say, take him, he has nothing. Save me. Save my life. This stupid piece of shit.
Dooby-doo.
I don't know. I'm about to give up on the old guy. But no, I think we're about 15 minutes away. By my calculations. You know what?
Very hungry.
I'm not gonna feed you strawberries. Jesus Christ. I like it's It's one thing to be hungry and say I'm hungry for strawberries. He's saying feed me strawberries. Put them in my mouth with your dirty fucking hand. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to let the passengers know. I'm not going to, get them all scared. Hey, passengers, Captain Devin. We're going to be landing in about 15 minutes, so brace for impact. Okay, call your loved ones. Make your final arrangements, because, I'll leave it at that.
Shoot me! No help! Shoot! Shoot!
Oh, this sneezy guy. This guy, he just won't stop sneezing, and one of these days it's gonna drive me nuts. Hey, I think we're getting close. This is actually good news. I mean, my goodness, we're getting close. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do calculations in my
La
head.
la la. La la la. La 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 la.
What, am I boring you? All right. You know, it's one of those things. I feel like we're getting close, but god dang it. It takes a while to fly across this beautiful country. I don't care who you are.
Boring.
Shut the fuck up, Doogs. Jesus! Getting distracted. Doogs is gonna cause me to blow my top, and I've got to keep everything on an even keel. I'm responsible for a lot of potential people on board. I never asked for a flight manifest. I don't give a I don't care who's on board because that makes no difference how I fly. Basically, every time I fly, I think about saving my own life. I don't care if anyone else is on board. If we have a problem in the sky, you bet your bottom dollar I'm jumping out the plane. I'm going to use my one and only parachute on the plane that I always keep attached to my body. I'm hopping out that plane, and I'm going to do a little kiss goodbye as I'm floating to safety. I mean, come on. It's every person for themselves up there.
Okay, me.
That's why I don't pack 2 parachutes. Because this guy be sleeping all day. Oh, we're on a real good path. I could even cut this off a little bit more. And I could increase throttle a little bit more. I think I could go to 70%. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm telling you. I don't get it. I don't understand why I put up with this behavior. And I can't keep this dang thing straight. I turned autopilot on. It's just as bad as it was before. Hands off. This thing's got to go back into the shop. We've got a wing alignment issue that has clearly not been addressed. I can't wait till I see that runway. Tell ya. I am cranking this bird. I don't know. This thing is... I'm not even... Oh man, this thing is wonky. Is autopilot back on? I'm not even turning the yokes. Wait. Autopilot is on again. Oh, okay. I think I know why. Some sort of glitch. Glitch in the mainframe. I think I got it figured out. Whoop. We're on a real good path here. I'm going to increase throttle even more. I'm going to go to about 80? Yes, 80. 81. Just kidding. Not 80. 81. Doogie's sleeping. Everything's going just fine. We're at 15 thou. Our tude. Speed is at 229 units of speed. That's right in that sweet spot. Oh yeah, this is going to be very nice. Now, I may have to do a lap around the runway. That's unclear as of right now. I just don't know. Don't know where our airport's at or how the runway is oriented. Which, that could be an issue for a lot of pilots. Just how I like it. Not knowing where the hell I'm going. I mean, we're actually really close. I'm almost wondering if one of these two is the landing strip. I'm thinking it might be. Okay, so now I kind of want to verge. I'm going to go port side a few degrees. And then I'm going to go starboard a few degrees. Then I'm going to crank this son of a gun port side. And we're going to get back on track. We're going to... There's a very loud noise. Oh, is it this? Oh, I think my, it rejected. Shoot. I don't have time for that. We're getting close to the runway. The module rejected my battery pack that I tried to put in there. We're way too high. Holy smokes, we are way too high. I don't even know where we're landing. But all I know is that we need to be descending. And we need to be descending fast. That might be our runway. If that is, we can make it. First try. Holy... I bet that's it right there. You know what? I'm going to say that is it. Oh, God. I don't know if we... I think I'm going way too fast. Oh, shoot. Okay. Flaps? There we go. Oh, we're calling that our runway. This is it. Okay. I'm not going to deploy landing gear quite yet. It's a little bit premature for that. This looks like a runway right in front of me, right here. I'll tell you what, I'm an all-star pilot, and I'm going to show you why. Because I'm going to land this thing without any sort of runarounds. Oh, this is going to be textbook. I'm letting everyone know this is going to be good. Look at this. We're perfectly lined up. Shoot. Charleston, that's it. Charleston International. That's our runway. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell you what, let's get a big ol' round of applause because we made it. Well, we haven't quite made it, but let's round of applause anyway. Shut up! Shush! Can't concentrate with all that yapping. Jesus. Okay. I just wanted a little. That's too much. Holy... Okay. Now that we're getting closer, getting a little bit more squirrely, I gotta be honest. And that's pretty obvious. I'm still not going to deploy my landing gear. The flaps are down. That was way premature. Probably about 3 minutes premature. Fuck. Tower coming in. Captain Devin and Dukes, women and children. Get them the fuck off the runway. Okay. This is going to be a good one. I can feel it. Oh, hell yeah. We're landing this thing smooth as hell. Smooth as ice. I've heard that. I think. Okay. Dukes, you going to wake up for this? Of course not. He's going to sleep through. Now, it does look like I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. That couldn't be any further from the truth. I know exactly what to do in this situation. Landing gear. Tell you what. Oh, it's coming down. That's about 2.5 minutes too early, but I'm okay with it. Now, what I like to do when we land, I slam on the brakes. I also apply the parking brake. Probably a reason why this thing's always in the shop. You're not supposed to do that, but god dang it. The way I fly, I need to stop as quick as possible. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. You see this runway? That's a good looking runway if I've ever seen one. And we're landing right on it. Now, the adrenaline is rushing. It's rushing right now. Look at this. Oh, I killed the engines. That was unintentional. I got to kick them right back on. Low throttle. It's okay. Oh, shoot. We are going to stall if I don't kick them up a little bit. Oh, this plane doesn't... Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is textbook. This is textbook. Oh. Okay, landing gears down. Flaps. They're there. Okay. Here we go. All the marbles. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. Nope. Where's my... That was another successful flight. I guess what I would like to say is there was someone once who gave me some advice that I would like to share. I've never heard anything quite this profound in my life before, but they sat me down and they said, Captain Devin, every time you get down in life, this is what you need to remember. You've got to do this. Every time you get down in life, just remember